Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the show. This is Video Talk. My name is Willy, and you are watching Video Talk first ever live broadcast. Broadcast to you from Tampere, Finland. And this is a party, and I have this Hop mild IPA to drink. I already drank one because I'm a raging alcoholic. No, seriously, it's my holiday, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. But tonight, or it's a night in Finland, but probably if there's somebody who is not from Finland, probably you have different time of day now, or something like that. But fuck that, fuck that. Well, so my name is Willy, and I have been working on these video talk videos, and also I have been doing a lot of live broadcast and also a lot of videos to my Finnish speaking channel, Video Space. But this is, like I said, my first English speaking live. So please say hello to me if there's somebody watching. It looks like to me there's 16 people even to watch this first ever live. Is there anyone who is not from Finland? Please say so. Or please announce yourself if there's any. This is one tasty Indian pale ale, let me tell you, guys. Yeah. But I also have been. I have also constructed this site called videospace.fi, which is a Finnish, like this kind of hosting scene. This FI, if you're wondering if this is some Russian bot site. No, it is not. It's Finnish site. And I have been constructing this kind of service to, where you can construct your own collections and add also VHSs and VCDs and also Blu-rays and 4K disc and stuff like that, and you can review your film and sell film. But it's always constant work in progress. So, but if you want to check it out, please check it out. And also, like I said, I have been running these. I have been working on these videos previously also, and if you're not unfamiliar with this my old channel, so let me quickly show you my collection here. This is my house, and this is my living room, and these we have some VHSs over here. Yeah, Warner Brothers over there. These are mostly Finnish tapes. And here we have some Shout Factories and MGM Blu-rays and hey, don't go so fucking quickly. Arrow video, please go back. No, fuck you. And here we have, it's so fucking cool. And here we have more VHSs in my living room and VTC holding labels. And here we have Vinegar Syndrome. I already did a video about this Vinegar Syndrome collection. If you are interested, please go see my video in my channel, Video Talk. And please hit that sweet subscribe button and also alerts if you want to stay updated of my new videos. Here's some DVDs we see. And here's my Godfather and Godzilla shrine over there. And some more rare DVDs there. And this you see in my background in the live broadcast. Here's Barbarian films at this moment. And I hit the lights on. And then we have more damn VHSs over there. So and these sweet old rainbow Nordic video releases over here. And after the fall of New York poster here, which I got as a present from Rauli. And Commando, oh yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everybody fucking loves Arnold Schwarzenegger, don't you? Don't you fucking love Arnold Schwarzenegger? And Death Wish 3 poster and some more VHSs. They just keep on coming. And then we have Stardust at the last. So that's my collection, very quickly put. But this kind of videos I have been doing, focusing more to the VHS. But tonight I will unbox this Blu-ray set that I got from the mail, and I will tell stories also and tell reviews about the films, because I have already watched all of these films. And please feel free to comment to the chat if you have something to comment about the films. Looks like someone is here. Hey, hello, someone. But you do not wish me to talk about that fucking shit. You want to see me crawl through this bad motherfucker. So let's start. And you might be wondering, what is this screen over here? Hello, Willie. Hello, DVD unboxer. You might wonder, what is this for? This is my rating screen. I will go through these Blu-rays, and if it's good, I will put it in the middle. It's good. If it's bad, I will put it here, like thumbs down. And if it's excellent, I fucking love that shit, I will put it right next to me, right at the closest to me, below the heart symbol. So let's begin with the unboxing here. So this is a box I got from the sale, from the Vinegar Syndrome sale, the infamous sale which everybody bought. I bought like a $600 for the videos that day. So now it's time to talk. I already did a finished video about these. Most of these. There's something that I haven't been talking even in Finland. But okay. Let's just fucking do it. First we have not a Vinegar Syndrome release, but an AGFA release, which means not the film brand, but it means American Gender Film Archive. This is effects from the year 1980, and it is starring Tom Savini, Joseph Pilato from The Day of the Dead, Captain Rhodes from The Day of the Dead, and John Harrison, the guy who made the music to Day of the Dead. It's a film about this film crew who are trying to break. Let's see if I remember correctly. I think I remember that these film guys tried to kill somebody on film to make their film a success. It's sort of like a snuff film, a film about making a snuff film. And with a cast like this and Tom Savini being on board, you might think that this is fucking great picture, and I did too. When I started watching it, no. I did not like it. It's boring. It's fucking slow moving. It's boring as hell. I can understand what they tried to do over here, but no, I don't think this film works at all. And there was some few great effects, like this razor cutting scene, which is in the background over here, but I don't think it was not enough to keep me entertained. I don't know. But also this includes a great set of extras. There was early short films about this filmmaker. Who is this directed by? I don't know. Some guy. great internet content, I might say. But what's what in the but? No, I don't know. I just gonna have to put it in the hate section. Down, thumbs down. It was overly long. No, it was only 84 minutes, but it felt like fucking 2 hours. And if you know my taste in film, I hate when films feel like fucking longer than they are. Yeah, to drink some beer more. 27 watching. Is there anybody in the live audience who is not Finnish? Anyone? Next up we have Psychic Killer. Now this is a special kind of release from Vinegar Syndrome. It's a Vinegar Syndrome release, but it is VS 120. So that means that this is like a remaster, re-release. But I believe this fuck me. this slipcover was not included at the first release of the film, so when they re-released it, they put out this great looking slipcover to go with it as well. And I have to say that this slipcover is much more entertaining than this film, because, well, okay, it was an okay film. It's a film about this guy who goes to jail for a murder that he did not commit, and in the jail he runs into this voodoo dude who gives him this medallion or something like that, which make him come back from the dead. No, not come back from the dead. It makes him like be somewhere else than his body, being like this entity. And he's like a very smirky about this. He fucks with the cops, and he's like, well, why don't you try testifying that it's not me in my body? And then this cop, I think the ending was pretty great in this film, but it was not my cup of tea. Like the previous film, it was also very kind of slow moving, and also there was no great effect scenes or stuff like that. But it's a film from 1975, so you cannot really expect too much, I suppose. It was directed by Ray Danton, but there was this interesting producer which is interviewed in here, and I do believe I have another other picture from this similar producer. So I really haven't. If you guessed, I haven't made a script about this video. I just go along and talk about shit from this box. Well, it's a Vinegar Syndrome release. It's a great release with a reversible sleeve. I usually put this some other sleeve on the top of the cover than is it presented in the slipcover, but since the slipcover is completely different than these both covers, so I don't think it's any of significant which one I choose. I think this is maybe more stylish for me. What do you think? Which one is better? Which one of these is better? I think I go with this one. Yeah. Oh yeah, Psychic Killer. Well, I will put it in the okay bin. Yeah. So, middle of the road goes Psychic Killer. Pigs! Okay, you pigs, are you alive? Send me chat messages. Every time if you have some question or opinion, please write it in the chat and I will try to read them all. Pigs! This was a 1973 film directed by this guy Mark Lawrence, which is kind of better known as a guy who plays villains. Unfortunately, I don't have his picture here, but if you remember this film, Man with the Golden Gun, James Bond film, it's the hitman from that film. He has directed this film, and probably this is his only directed film that he has ever directed. Mark Lawrence, and it's kind of this kind of, you know, weird 70s kind of grindhouse films, which I happen to like in the vein of Psycho from Texas and stuff like that. It's about this mental hospital escapee. This girl who goes in the rural small town Hicksville, USA, and hires her and goes working in this hotel. And the hotel owner, who is this bad guy from James Bond films, also the director of the film, is killing people and feeding them to the pigs. But the pigs seem to get their personality who they eat. Something like that. And it was an okay film. Nothing special, but an okay film. And I would recommend it to the folks who usually love this type of film, this type of Psycho from Texas 70s grindhouse picture weirdness, this weird sort of mood. if you understand what I'm talking about. It's a Vinegar Syndrome release with, I think this is pretty awesome, pretty awesome slipcover we have over here. And also in the traditional Vinegar style we have a reversible sleeve. This sleeve is also quite different from the cover. No, this is I believe in the slipcover. What the fuck is? Yeah. So since it was originally, I will go with this cover. I don't know if it's original poster art or is it not, but I think both of these look pretty good. It's an okay film, goes in the middle. It goes to the middle. Why isn't nobody talking? Why? Is this working, this chat? No, I believe. I believe the chat is working. So, if you anytime if you have a question or something like that, or opinion, please feel to write it. Next up, a film that I haven't even been reviewed in Finnish or Finnish. Finnish. Blood Games. This was fucking awesome. This was fucking tits, this film. It's about this female baseball team who goes to Hicksville, USA, kind of this, in the middle of woods. It's like a Deliverance meets the, what is this? It's like a Deliverance meeting Switchblade Sisters. Yeah. So they go in this town and they get in fight with this local Hicks, and Hicks drive them, go after them, and they have to run in the woods and try to survive over there. I think this film has very great slow motion scenes, great action scenes, and it's not a trashy film at all. You might think that this is a trash film, but no, it's kind of serious film and very stylishly shot and very beautifully choreographed. This violent scene. It's not overly violent, but there's, like I said, there's great Sam Peckinpah type of slow motion scenes. I did love this film. I highly recommend this Blood Games. If you're gonna have one Vinegar Syndrome film, this could be it from these recent batches. This was in the I believe, was it in the June release set or was it? It's a serial number 320. Lumward says, haven't seen Blood Games, but I've heard that this is a real bombshell, a must-watch. You are quite right about that. Blood Games is a must-watch for everyone who likes 80s films, but this is made in the 1990s, but it feels more 80s film than 90s film, so I definitely highly recommend it. And it is also directed by a female director, Tanya Rosenberg. I don't think has she ever directed anything else, but it is a shame if she hasn't, because she definitely had some talent, especially directing this kind of Sam Peckinpah style slow motion violence scenes. Yeah. It's a great release. It comes with not too many extras. There's only one interview, two, actress Laura Lambert and actor Ken Carpenter. Carpenter reminds me that this is this hobo guy who plays hobo in They Live, and also I think this guy always plays a hobo in the film. This is it here? Who is this hobo guy? Can you write it in the chat if you remember it? I don't remember it right now. George Buck Flower. He's the hobo guy. I love George Flower Buck. Huge record says, nice. I think I got a big one. Blood Games. Don't think, do. Blood Games. Come. I don't know why they send it with two separate covers, but as far as I can tell, these are exactly the similar covers. I don't know why, but okay, I don't complain. Blood Games. I think if I had to guess which one is the original artwork, I would probably have to guess it's this one, but I don't know. It's a reversible slipcover, and I certainly like this a lot more. This slipcover. Ooh, if you could feel it, it's like a koho raised cover. I don't know what it's called in English, but this kind of touching surfaces. I don't know. Let's move on. 33 people watching. I was thinking if I get 30 people watching, then this is a success. So thank you everyone who is watching. I was a little bit nervous because this is my first English speaking broadcast, but I think I survive. Feel free to ask anything about these films or comment or comment everything else. The chat is open over there. 35 watching, so we gotta keep moving. Next up, hello there, my man. Amityville, like me, I'm Will, so this is Amityville, it's made for me. 4 Amityville sequels, all after the 3rd movie, because these were mostly made on video. So Amityville is here. Amityville Horror, Amityville in 1992, Amityville A New Generation, Amityville Dollhouse. So let's go through it. But first, before I go through it, I have to address this great looking box which I have here. The box is like this house, you know. Yeah. Amityville. Well, for the movies, Amityville Horror. Yeah, it was a piece of shit. It was made for TV, and it is so lame, so damn lame. You might imagine that 1989 TV movie. It's so damn lame. It's about this lady who buys from the flea market this kind of haunted lamp, and she gives it as a present to her sister who lives in Santa Monica, San Francisco, or anyway, lives in the West Coast, not in the Amityville. So that's why it's called The Evil Escapes. And so the lamp starts to do weird shit in this new house and yada yada yada. Nothing too exciting happens in this film, and actually, if I try to remember it, I don't even remember too much of it and it's not too long since I watched it. But I'm glad I saw it. But I don't think I have ever before seen this fun film. I don't think these were released in Finland on VHS, but I don't think if I watched it at all. Did I? Oh no. Wait a minute. Wait a second. I have here. Yeah, I have the Finnish VHS tape of this, but I don't think I have ever watched it. It's called Talo, jonka Jumala unohti, which means the house that God forgot. It's a clear continuation to the first Amityville Horror, which was called Luojan tähden paetka, for God's sakes get out. Like these Finnish guys, they translated their market slogan. They translated that as a name. But fuck that. Anyway, let's move on. It was not too exciting film, but it's a great box set, like huge rugged said. So next up we have Amityville. We have Amityville: A New Generation. Was it 93? This was no. Next up we have Amityville 92. It's about time. Well, it's about time to watch this, because this also was something that I had never previously seen. But yeah, Wait a minute. Which one of these was it? See, wait a second. I will read this. Fuck. Was it this when this guy comes from home from this kind of work trip, and he has bought this kind of creepy looking clock, and this clock is of course possessed by the devil and from the Amityville, and this clock kind of drills itself, attaching itself to the fireplace, and then weird shit starts to happen. This was a lot better than the previous Amityville film, and no wonder, because it is directed by Tony Randall, the director of Hellraiser 2 and Fist of the North Star and stuff like that, and Ticks also. And also there was a pretty good looking lady in the starring role on this film, and also the daughter of the family was pretty sweet also. Yeah, it was much more interesting film, and this was not a TV film. This is rated R, much stronger horror film. So there's blood and gore and shit, shit flying around. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't give any Oscar prizes to this either, but it was much more better film, better made film at least. Yeah. Of course, it's a Vinegar Syndrome release, so I will also present you this back cover and front covers. They look great. And next up we have this Amityville A New Generation. It's about this time the object that is possessed is mirror, and this this guy gets this mirror for free from this hobo guy, and it turns out that this hobo guy is this guy's father. And this time it's not an old mansion or house like that. It's like a communion of this weird artist kind of dudes. And if Lumuart is watching this scene, this film includes that scene where this artist guy, I know it was this black guy playing this Richard Roundtree Shaft. He plays this artist guy who has made this device which have television camera, TV, and he's watching himself, and then there's shotgun mounted over the television, and shotgun is rigged to fire itself somewhere around before year 2000, and when you sit in the chair, if the shotgun goes off, it will blow your head off. So his art is like that. And I do believe that we have seen this Lumuart from Finnish television somewhere, and I remember us talking about this weird art set piece in the schoolyard. But a lot more interesting film than maybe if I had to compare, maybe these are equally good. This Amityville 1992 and It's About Time. But when I say equally good, I mean like 3-star films. Nothing special here either. And lastly we have Amityville Dollhouse. It was a piece of shit. I think this was the worst of these all. So this time Amityville curse is in this dollhouse. You know, this little house. And of course this dad buys this dollhouse. No, he finds it in the garage and gives as a present to his daughter. And well, this is kind of like sort of scene that film also that I just don't remember too much about that. But I suppose there was this great bee scene where this bee stings this. No, the bee flies in this guy's ear. It was kind of nasty. That was kind of nasty, and it makes this kind of gruesome sound in his head. But and of course, and there was nudity also in this film, and so that make it that will automatically make it better compared to the Evil Escapes, which was a piece of shit. Overall, a great package, but if I really have to watch these again, then it will be for out of necessity because but 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 this looks great in the shelf, don't you think? So what do we have any comments? I just ordered Tammy and the T-Rex 4K UHD. Yeah, the great purchase there. Amityville is a real town in USA. Yes, probably. Therefore, it's not a name that can be copyrighted. I guess that's why we have so many unofficial sequels. I don't think these are unofficial sequels because they address that these are based in this book where the first one is also based. I don't know. There is a misprint in the text in the back cover in Blood Games. That's why there's a replacement sleeve. What is mistyped in there? I didn't read the text that clearly, so I guess I just missed it. Yeah, let's continue. Let's continue this damn adventure. Party line. Oh. Party line! Yeah, it's about this killer, this deranged killer who lives with his sister, and he calls up with his sister in this party line. This party line is kind of, it was a thing of the 80s, you know, because there was no internet back then, so this. Like this phone line when multiple people can call simultaneously and talk to each other and set up dates and stuff like that. So party line, it's a horror story about that. So this killer goes calling to the party line, and this cop, he desperately wants to find this killer. Richard Hatch from Battlestar Galactica plays this cop, and also Richard Roundtree is in it, and he plays this police captain in this film. And as far as I can remember, this was pretty mediocre film. I don't think it even contained any nudity or any rough violence, but as a 80s cliched cop thriller, I think it was passable. And it's a Vinegar release, but to my surprise, it was locked in the A region, which is probably by the request of the copyright holder of this film. But it is released also in DVD format in Finland, but I do not have that DVD, and also I do not have that VHS, which is released by Showtime. Partyline, great slipcover and not too great film, but I will put it in the center. It was okay. It was not terrible, but nothing to write home about or anything like that. No, it's a beer. It's Miller time. Will one ID for video might be supporting actors who faces people might recognize but not remember their names, like Brian James, William Forsythe, Ed Lauter, Elias Cotis. It's a great idea. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. So. Yeah. Sexta Siniestra. It means evil blood, or what did it mean? Secta Siniestra. I just gonna have to check it out. What does it mean? The sectas, bad blood, evil blood. Let me check. Secta Siniestra. Bloody sect. That is what it means. But I think in the menu it read like bad blood. Now, Bad Blood is a Spanish horror film from 1982, and man, was it crazy! This was batshit crazy as hell film, and I don't even understand why did not I have heard about this before, because this is so crazy. It's like Rosemary's Baby on crack with Lucio Fulci gore dipped in it, and it's blood, it's gory, and it's incredibly silly film. It's a fun thrill ride, and Do not try to understand this film because it's very complex, but not complex, but I don't think too much that of this means anything. Like the ending, it doesn't. I don't understand the ending. You're just gonna have to see it and try to figure it out yourself. But it was bloody fun. It was entertaining. There was not too. There was not. It was no great effects, but funnily bad and bloody effects, and lots of killing and nudity. Not to be forgotten. That. Oh man, I'm having coronas. Not to be forgotten that these Spanish old films, they do include some good-looking ladies with tits hanging out. Secta Siniestra, ooh la la, what cover! Why have I selected this cover? Because that cover is in the slipcover. So why in the hell I had on the top of the cover I have the slipcover cover? Because I want to have the original cover in my cover. Yeah. Hello Will, Veeti, hello. I guess Amityville case about the sequels is debatable, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to think so too. But one thing is for sure, they cast out crabs to success of the original film. Well, that's for damn sure. And the loophole is that the name allows them to exist. Well, you might be probably right. You might be right. Vinegar should release Chuck Norris movie San Francisco Murskaya with great extras and Chuck Norris commentary. I believe you are referring to San Francisco, this slaughter in San Francisco. I don't think that, at least not Chuck Norris commentary is gonna happen. Any Gingerlin in that movie? No, I don't think so. But Secta Siniestra, this one goes to the excellent pile. So if you tuned in later, this is excellent pile, this hard pile, and this is good pile, this thumb up pile, and this is shit pile, this thumb down pile. So I've been unboxing and putting these in the separate files. I mean piles. Yes, you need to buy Secta Siniestra, hiljaisuuden ääni. You need to do that ASAP. And you also need to purchase this too, Mausoleum. Yeah, man, this was awesome film. This was awesome splatter film from the year 1982, the year which splatter was its peak. Yes, my folks, this is an American film, and it has effects by this John Carl Piekler, the man who directed Jason 7, Friday the 13th Part 7, and also a lot of other great pictures. But he's mostly known about his work with special effects, and I think this is one of his first works, this Mausoleum. And let me tell you, this has lots of great stuff in it, you know. And this lady who plays this Bobby Breeze, man, she's very wonderful, great looking, great tits, great pair of tits, and also there is this great scene. I do mean about great this scene where her tits turn to mouths, eating tits. Yeah, there's a scene where she hugs a guy to death because he has a tit mouths that devour this guy's chest, bare open, like guts hanging and bones hanging out. Yeah, you have to see that scene. For that scene, this is highly recommended for that scene alone. But there's some other great stuff here. It's very entertaining supernatural horror thriller splatter movie, and I thought to myself that I haven't seen this before, but I'm a damn fucking liar, because I have had this British DVD, but I guess I have watched this like 10 years ago and forgot about it, but I didn't even realize that I have this film. But I'm a dumb son of a bitch. What can I tell you? But now I do. But of course, this Vinegar Mausoleum is definitely a superior release compared to this piece of crap what I have here. This what the hell releaser? This is some Dark Vision. It has released this DVD, but this is great stuff. There's a lot of great extras. There's an interview with John Carpenter making monsters and trailer. It's not a lot, but it's the most interesting part of the extras that this type of film can have. I highly recommend Mausoleum, and I will put it in the awesome pile. Excellent pile. Sounds classic. You will definitely love Arsi Mausoleum. Bobby Breeze's Eating Tits. You will definitely love it. Oh, one more in this bag. Evils of the Night. Now check out this cover. Don't you love it already? Oh yeah. And, this is so great. This is so great. Millennium Falcon. What the hell does Millennium Falcon got to do with this shit? I don't know. Evils of the Night does not have anything to do with Millennium Falcon or aliens for that matter. It's about a group of teenagers that happen to be in the area where the aliens have landed, and they have set up this clinic that collects young people to extract blood and organs from them in order to these aliens to survive. Sounds very interesting, but it ain't. It ain't no interesting at all. And give me a second. Is from the same producers than Evil Town, and it includes very much of the same scenes and same actors. These two films, and well, both of these suck. Both of these films suck hard. But well, I think if I had to choose, maybe. But this is much more rarer film. This VSA collection, Evil Town, but this has much more interesting cover, if you know what I mean. This the Evils of the Night, Vinegar slipcover. Alien vampires have just landed from outer space in search of the one substance they need to survive: teenage blood. Well, there was nudity and there was little this teenage blood, but not too much. And it was boring as hell. 85 minutes, and it felt like 185 minutes. Yeah, let's see what kind of cover we have in this opposite. No opposite side cover. And as you can see, this is VS 129. So about, I think this. No, I don't think. I know that this was also a re-release, and also with this newly submitted this slip cover. So of course I grabbed a copy of it. Of course, certainly. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna ever watch Evils of the Night again. But yeah, Millennium Falcon. It's a shelf movie. But I just gonna have to put this in the garbage bin, in the shit pile. I'm very sorry about that, but it's something that I had to do it. Is that hyllyyn vai pyllyn? In the shelf or in the ass? Well, they are automatically to the shelf. But if you're gonna ask me if I'm gonna watch it anytime soon again, no, I wouldn't think. I wouldn't think I was gonna. Yeah. So let's move on. Let's move on. Play Dead. Ooh, nice looking slipcover. Play Dead. It's a dog film. It's a dog film. it's kind of this possessed dog, if I remember correctly. But this one is damn awesome cover. And you know, it was used in the Satan's Altar Finnish videotape, which was never released, but but this originally is from Satan's Dog, not Satan's Altar one. I don't think it was this film, but this film directed by Peter Whitman from the 1982, and from same year that Mausoleum was made. It's a terribly more inferior film to the Mausoleum. And these two committed the cardinal sin of these films. It was boring, man. Nothing really happens, and the film spends so much time about these cops thinking about that. Was this first kill? Was it an accident, or was it intentionally committed killing? As a viewer, you do not need to see that kind of investigation. You already fucking know that it was a murder. It was a murder committed by the Satan Dog. So why the hell you keep showing us this fucking 20 minutes about cops talking about it? Was it an accident or was it a murder? Going around and interviewing people and stuff. And the ending, it was lame. As was the whole other parts of the film too. There was video interview with Peter Whitman, the director, and audio interview with actress Stephanie Dunham. I always watch extras, but I don't remember these including anything too interesting trivia to be repeated here. But it's a great cover. It's a great slip cover, but it's not a great picture by any means. But I'm forced to put this in the shit pile, unfortunately. Fuck me. I have to get more beers, because after all it's an unboxing party. Fuck, I'm stuck. And I forgot to put on my strobo lights, so I will put them on too. Yeah, now it's a party. It's a real party now. Yeah. So next up I have Schöner Kölsch, ein Kölsch bitte. Yeah. Let's have some German beer for change. All right. Any comments? 31 watching. Hello. If somebody entered the stream right now, please hit that sweet subscribe button and alerts button, this bell button, in order to get notified when a new movie video is coming in this channel, if you have not already done so. Yeah, next up we have Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. Oh boy. It's a VSA release, VSA 6 release. And you might ask, what is VSA? It's Vinegar Syndrome Archive series. These kind of direct-to-video type films that have been released. And what I really love this VSA series is this hard cardboard box. This is very sturdy box. Everybody should use this type of box. Man, this can take every real pounding. And also these are hand numbered. 2464 is my number. I believe this was 4,000 copies released, or 3,000 or something like that. But what the hell is Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death? What the hell is that? Well, let me tell you. it's like a modern day Dr. Jekyll. It's like 70s Dr. Jekyll, and it's all about these kind of weird tournament fights. Cause Dr. Jekyll abducts black people and hobo people from the streets, and they all happen to be karate experts. And Dr. Jekyll injects his serum to these people, and they go fucking apeshit. They start fighting each other. And this Dr. Jekyll plot is only a vehicle to have an excuse to portray these. I think they were pretty good fights, pretty finely choreographed fights. I don't know who these people are. Are these some local karate guys from the karate school, or are these real martial art actors? I don't think I have ever seen any people of those before. But I also have to say that it gets old very quickly. It's 92 minutes. This kind of film should be 70 minutes at tops. 70 minutes, because clearly it's this film is all it's got. It's street fighting and some nonsense dialogue between fights. This Dr. Jekyll trying to speak with his mentor and trying to convince him that it's cool thing what he does, trying to find a secret to the eternal life or bullshit like that. But you know, it gets old very quickly. And the fights, while they were good, but they are all in the same room using exactly the same angles, and there was no like special effects too much used in it, but they were pretty brutal fights. But I really have to amaze that how this film got made. How is it possible that this film has ever gotten made? By the way, it was 3,000 copies, you know, these numbered copies in there. There was surprisingly no extras except for the theatrical trailer and still gallery. But I don't think that these people, even Vinegar Syndrome guys, have been able to reach to this makers of this obscure damn film. And as being a VSA release, it comes with this great looking poster also with it. It's the double side poster, the first one side being the cover and also the second being the back cover of the slip cover. It's a great release, but it's a very strange, very strange film. Very strange film indeed. I'm gonna have to really think hard. Should I put this in the shit pile or the okay pile? But I cannot get back there, you sucker. You damn sucker. You son of a bitch. Yeah. Oh, I put it the wrong way. Now. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Now it's vittu. Fuck. Well, after a consideration, I think I will put it in the okay section. For this once. Only for this once. Arsi Rantamäki hopes that Vinegar would release Atlantis Interceptors and Retrievers. Well, I don't think that Atlantis Interceptors is coming anytime soon, because most likely the film print is lost, but you never know. It could be found somewhere in the world, but I think Retrievers would probably even be a justified, Vinegar Syndrome archive release. I sure hope so, because I heard that Retrievers was in Amazon Prime and it was in HD picture, but that would mean that there's a HD master and all it needs is a release. And damn it, I would definitely want to see a Vinegar Syndrome archive release about that film. Oh, Arsi liked very much Vinegar Syndrome Public Affairs. Well, who wouldn't? It's an awesome actuated picture. No. Damn it. Yeah. No. What I'm thinking. There was still two pictures. Well, Demonoid, a classic film, a classic piece of film history. I have here Demonoid, Kuoleman käsi, Hand of Death. VTC release with age rating 20 years. Can you believe it? This film was actually marketed that you can recommend it not under 20 years, because this is so cruel film, but it is not, and this is also cut tape, so VTC can can kiss my ass. But here we had Demonoid uncut Vinegar Syndrome disc, and I did not get this. I only got this slipcover. I only got this slipcover because I already had the Demonoid, which is Vinegar Syndrome 094 release. So they just released the slipcover to it, and I like it. It's very beautiful slipcover. I like the white hand and red hand, and these are these kohokuvio's. These I don't know what it's called in English. But Demonoid is a Mexican-American horror film, and this Blu-ray disc contains two versions about the film. Magabra is the longer version, 90 minutes, and the 79 minutes American version is also in this disc. And I'm very glad that this film also contains this 79 minutes version, because it has all the violent scenes. Magabra has all these violent scenes, soften it down, and it's running longer, it has more dialogue, and let me tell you, this film already has enough dialogue, so 79 minutes is very good duration for this type of film. It's about this severed hand who goes terrorizing the neighborhood in the USA. This kind of Mexican mummy curse that infects this guy's hand, and the hand goes killing and transfers body to body. Somewhat interesting film. I have seen this plenty of times, and also from the big screen in Tampere in the Cinemadrome Film Festival. But watching this for this video, well, it felt kind of overly long and dull, but well, I guess it's a price you pay for watching in a row these types of films, multiple films per day. This contained an interesting interview about the making of film by director Alfredo Zagarias, which told about these many things that I did not already knew about Demonoid, even though I have seen it many of times. If you don't have Demonoid, and if you are a fan of 80s horror pictures, I recommend it. It had the British actor. Wait a minute, who was it? Who is in this film? God damn it, I forgot. I forgot. Some British broad lady actor who is famous for being in the horror films, but I just can't think of her name in this video now. But Demonoid, I will put it in the okay section. I will put it. It's kind of classic. This, especially this golden videotape Drake Gazette is especially kind of legendary here in Finland. So I gonna have to drink to that. 31 watching. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Deadline. Oh yeah, Canadian horror film from the year 1980. I just gonna have to tell you, I was not expecting anything about it, but when I watched it, I thought, my god, this is actually pretty good. This is very interesting and well-made film. This is directed by somebody called Mario Azzarbardi. I don't know any other film that he has directed, but this was very it's not a trash film, even though it could be considered that if you read the plotline of this film, it's about this horror author who is making all this kind of violent horror books, and they are being converted to these horrible violent horror films, like this kind of Stephen King type dude. And all these horrors come live in his mind, and they manifest themselves in this guy's real life. That's all I'm gonna tell you about this film. It's an interesting film, very well written film, very well directed film, and it has a lot of awesome gore in it. Now you might think that it's not an intellectual film if it has a lot of like clumsy gore effects in it, but somehow this makes it all work. So if you haven't seen Deadline, I highly recommend Deadline. It was one of those surprising films in these packages that I wasn't really too keen to see, but I got it anyway because I think this was running out of stock, this slipcover version. So I put it in where it was time of sale. So but let's to hell with it. Let's take this. And then I took it and I watched it and I like it. I will definitely put this in the excellent section. I highly recommend this film if you are not familiar to it. Oh, what we have here is four excellent, 5 good ones and 3 shit pile films. So we are winning. We are still winning. We are not losing. Hey, where's all my... So, next up, man. Ooh, yeah! Now, this is probably the most beloved film of this package for me, because this was awesome film. L.A. fucking was. L.A. was. God damn. It's a Vinegar Syndrome archive release, number 7. And goddamn, this is the best Vinegar Syndrome archive film that I've seen. And I've seen them all. L.A. Wars is about this guy who is a cop. And this is the most cliched cop film. But, you know, there's not really no slow scenes in this film. It's all action. Every scene in this film is about action. And I like the scenes where this cop talks to his captain. He's like, fuck you, shut the fuck up. What kind of cop tells his boss to, hey, fuck you and shut the fuck up, get the fuck out of my face? And he's a very tough guy, very tough cop, and you just gonna have to love this cover. This is an excellent cover, an excellent release from the Vinegar Syndrome archive series. Damn, this was good. It's very violent and it's directed by this Tony Ganda and Martin Morris. And there was great extra on this Blu-ray about the making of the film. And this director says that he was working at PM Entertainment, you know, Pepin and Merhi Entertainment, and he was just waiting to get, you know, make his own movie, and god damn it, he did. It was shot in 16mm, so the picture quality is very grainy in this film, but that is to be expected, and it didn't bother me too much. It's definitely the best this film has ever looked, and I was not familiar with this movie previously, so you might guess my amazement when I watched it. This is definitely a purchase to anyone who is into this kind of stuff of films. I don't think if this is still in stock, but if it is, right now go to vinegarsyndrome.com and place your order, because these things gonna sell like hotcakes, and they're gonna be rare. They're gonna be rare, and as usual, it's Vinegar Syndrome archive, so it's got this great hard cardboard box, and my number is 3888. And let's see how many copies they have been manufactured. 4,000. I don't understand why is my copy 3,889, because I think I was one of the first when this got released during the day of the sale. This was the first that I ordered. So how come I'm so I'm so behind in this numbering? I don't know who's got the number one. I don't know. But LA Wars is definitely something that belongs to this awesome pile. Now we have 5 awesome and 5 good ones and 3 shitty ones. Any questions about LA Wars? I forgot. I almost forgot to show the poster. Of course, this includes a poster. Hot damn! Take a look at this beauty here. LA Wars poster. It's too bad that these are so awesome. I would like to put them on my wall, but I don't want to wear them out, so I will not put them. Maybe if I do some special video about this thing, maybe then I will put it in the background, replacing Bronson over here. But you're gonna have to just wait and see. And if you have not already subscribed to this channel, please hit that sweet old subscribe button now to make your subscription to see possibly the LA Wars review. This is stuck now. Damn it. California Yanni, hi Willy, LA Wars is good. Is there anybody who is not from Finland in the audience? Anybody? Anybody who is not from Finland? Girls is good. Now I will continue. Olivia, an Ulli Lommel film. I think Ulli Lommel is a funny name. From 81. Ulli Lommel is a German-born director, and he has made plenty of these kind of weird-ass slasher, psychopathic, grindhouse type films in his day, and like such films like Demonsville Horror and Boogeyman and Boogeyman 2, and Olivia is one of his films, and it is starring his wife Susan Love, who plays this kind of housewife, house girlfriend, whatever, and she is like manipulated and controlled by his very possessive boyfriend, and she is bored in house, and he in Finland it's not custom. We don't have separate substances for male or female, so I keep calling he while it would be she. So she goes out for being a prostitute, and she kills a few guys. Then she falls in love with this American guy, and her boyfriend finds out, and boyfriend is actually dropped in the London River. Yes, this happens in London. But 4 years later, this bridge in the London, this Thames River has been torn down and moved to Arizona? Why would you want to move a bridge from London to Arizona? I don't know. But that is what happens 4 years later. This lady, I know, it's an incredible segue. Why this lady follows the bridge, and she wants to live by this bridge, this same exact bridge. And of course, she starts to kill also in the Arizona area. No, her boyfriend found out he was not dead, and oh my god, this was one of very typical Ulli Lommel film. Kind of interesting, kind of kinky, kind of perverse, kind of weird, but extremely boring. Like especially the latter half of the film, like 40 minutes. This was also a short film. This was like a 85 minutes, and the latter half was especially slow. And but I'm not regretting that I saw an Ulli Lommel film, and also I'm such a stupid asshole that I double dipped this. I have this Brazi, this 88 films UK Blu-ray. Previously I had it in my possession, and also this gold. Hey, no. Where did I put the Olivia? Where the hell did I put them? I have the Olivia also. God damn it. I need to get organized. There she is. Olivia on Finnish video track VTC VHS. So we have VTC VHS. We have Olivia on Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray, and also Olivia on 88 Films Blu-ray Slasher Classics collection. I mean, it's not that great film. In fact, it's a very boring film. It's bullshit, let me tell you. But I think this is easily the best release of this film, of those. Great slipcover here, and reversible sleeve, and it included interview with actor Olivia. No, not Olivia, but wait a minute. What's his name? What's her name? Susan Love. I already forgot. And also the cinematographer. In fact, it has 4 different interviews in this Blu-ray, which is kind of surprising because considering the obscurity of this film. But no, I do not complain about this. I watched them all, and they were pretty informative also. Well, there I have Olivia up the ass. This is a hard one. What do you think? Should I put it in the OK section or to the shit pile? And Amityville is in the OK section, by the way. I'm this is a party. I'm feeling great, so I will put it in the OK section. 36 simultaneous watchers. So hello everybody. If you joined afterwards, I gave the directions. Here is my excellent pile, here is my good pile, and here is my shit pile. Thank you for entering this chat, and please feel free to ask me anything about these films or other stuff if you have something on your mind. Yeah, I am drinking Kölsch, Sunner Kölsch, and it's an unboxing party. All right. Oh man. Oh yeah. Lady Street Fighter. She makes the bad guys bleed. Holy hell. Now, this is not an Vinegar Syndrome release. This is an AGFA release, an American Genre Film Association, or archive, was it that? It's a Blu-ray disc containing Lady Street Fighter, and also as a bonus movie, Revenge of the Lady Street Fighter. Yes, 2 in 1. And yes sirree Bob. This is directed by none other than James Bryan, the guy who has directed Don't Go in the Woods Alone, and also Executioner Part 2. And let me tell you, if you have seen both of these films or one of them, you're probably wondering that, oh, these were something, these films are something. But this is exactly the same quality. The same exact quality is this film, Lady Street Fighters, and this is not to be confused with Sonny Chiba film. No, this is an American film, and my god, this has to be seen to be believed. This is incredible, and I am gonna recommend this to our film festival here in Tampere, this Cinemadrome. This is incredibly bad film, but it's also incredibly entertaining film. You know, nothing in this film makes any damn sense. Nothing at all. Holy shit. Everything from cinematography, effects, acting, directing, everything is so poor. There was multiple occasions that I just had to rewind backwards because I was not getting it. I did not understand what's happening. I have to rewind and talk about. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Now I get it. So this is a different scene. And everybody who has seen it, Don't Go in the Woods Alone or Executioner Part 2 knows what I'm talking about. I highly recommend Agfa's Lady Street Fighter box. And oh yeah, it comes with the sequel. And guess what? The sequel is exactly the same film. It got like 10 minutes of more footage. It's about this kind of cops who interview this lady who knows Lady Street Fighter. Oh come on. It doesn't even include the original Lady Street Fighter. It includes only these cops, and they talk and they interview this lady, and then they cut every fucking damn scene in the film in the same badly cut versions. It makes your brain want to bleed. It makes your brain bleed, but sometimes you're gonna need that. You're gonna definitely need that. Lady Street Fighter. I will definitely put it in the awesome section because this is definitely one for the books. Oh, I'm gonna have to move these my symbols. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So, let's continue with the show. 2 bags to go. Oh shit! Night Train to Terror! Night Train to Terror! Oh, Richard Pappen is in the house. You Richard Pappen, you would love this film too. This is an episodic film, Night Train to Terror, and I also have this uncut Greek videotape. Yeah, I don't know how to read these Cyrillic letters because I don't understand shit about them. These motherfuckers. But this I do understand, and this was also an released with this slipcover as well. And I got only this slipcover because I already had the Night Train to Terror. Night Train to Terror is about God and Satan who travel in this doomed train. Yes, you heard me correctly. God and Satan. They are traveling in this doomed train that is heading for accident. And for some reason in this train is also this kind of very cheerful pop band. They play the same exact song, and that is enough to make you wonder, is this hell already? Because this song gets repeated and repeated and repeated. But it's an episodic film that there's 3 horror tales in this film. And first of all, it's a Harry. A fiendish killer keeps the horribly mutilated body parts in his countless weakness in a diabolical torture chamber. It's about this kind of psychiatric ward. It was nothing too special. In Greta, a young woman obsessed with death takes part in unspeakable ritual of Russian roulette. Now, maybe this Greta was the most interesting part, at least the most original film of them all. And also in this DVD, this Greta film is in its entirety, because this episode is cut down version of this feature film long. It was very pretty girl, this Greta, in this film, and also there was a lot of... Each one of these chapters contain very much of nudity. Richard Pappen would love it. Never Quentin Tarantino... Yeah, Quentin Tarantino is probably watching my mumbling in English. Probably. Finally, Claire, a young woman and Holocaust survivor, are terrorized by the son of Satan. Now, don't tell me that didn't give you a hard on, because for me, it did the trick. No. But this is the earliest Vinegar syndrome I have, I think. No, I was bullshitting you. But this is very early release. It's Vinegar syndrome 01717. And it was a happy surprise that they released this Vinegar, this great slip cover. But for this film, well, this is one of those that you just gonna have to see it for yourself, because it's so incredible. It's incredibly bad and funny at the same time. I will definitely definitely put it in the excellent section. Yeah, the excellent section just keeps on growing. Woo. Next up, again, Agfa film. And this time it's not an American film. It's not American film. It's a Turkish film from an American genre film archives. Yes, you heard me correctly. It is a Turkish film, Turkish martial arts film. Oh, let me tell you about this. If you know about Turkish films, you know that these things might get a little bit insane. And this is definitely no exception. This is about a guy who gets about this royal child who gets hidden in the woods during the revolution of this kingdom, some bullshit Turkish kingdom that's in the film. He gets hidden in the forest, and everybody dies but him. But he gets grown up by the tigers in the woods, and somehow he learns the tiger karate in the woods. Now, 20 years later, but I think this guy who plays, it's in fact the same guy who plays in the Turkish Star Wars. Does it say his name? I don't know. Well, this Turkish Star Wars guy is raised by lions, tigers in the jungle, and he has learned the tiger karate, and he comes back to this kingdom and starts fucking kicking ass. But the bad guys burn his hands, so he just gonna have to order these from the local iron carpenter, these tiger claws. So this is the sword and the claw now. So he fights with his tiger karate, and he has these iron tiger fists. Woo! Yeah, I think there's at least 100 100 is greatly underestimated. I think at least 300 people is killed in this film. They just come and he just fucking chops them with his hands, and they all die. They all just fucking fall dead in the ground. The Sword and the Clan it was in the middle of the film, was a bit slow moving, but once the action gets going, it's very fast paced. Good. I recommend it. It's an excellent film. But you need to have your brain set in the Turkish crap movie mode. This was from the year 75, and also this Blu-ray includes Brawl Busters, a kung fu film, and it stars Blackjack Chan. Blackjack Chan in Brawl Busters. Yeah, I watched that too, and unfortunately it was a very bad, like this Chinese, Hong Kongese kung fu picture. I wouldn't recommend watching it to anybody, but it was an extra here, so I had to watch it. I probably think it was an extra here because it was sometime shown as a double feature with this film. Man, oh man, wouldn't it be great if you would go in the 75 year in the cinemas and just randomly go to see a film called The Sword and the Clan, and you would see this incredible Turkish piece of trash cinema. I love it. This is definitely an excellent film. Belongs to excellent pile of films. Please feel Turkish crap movie mode. Yeah. I just fucking love Turkish crap mode in my brain. Have you seen Turkish Rambo? That was a good. I also have Turkish with Turkish Rambo. I also have Turkish Death Wish. I could make a video talk or video space review all of my Turkish films. Now there's a plenty of Turkish films, and also I have two on VHS which I haven't been watching. No, I did watch the Flying Superboy and it was fucking terrible. But I also have this Turkish Deliverance to be watched, so I'm gonna have to watch that too. I would like to make some sort of Turkish special someday, if you can bear it. Ooh, Luther the Geek! Now we're talking. It's a Trauma team release, but it's not made by Trauma, thank God. But it's a release by Trauma. Luther the Geek. It's about this little geek. A little guy. I think. I don't know this, but this film is telling me that in the 1940s there was this like going around circuses, and they have these geeks in their acts, that like these carnivals, and these geeks were kind of like these handicapped people with deformed handicapped people, and they were called geeks. And the film opens when this child with bunch of drunken guys go to tease this geek, and they go poking sticks to this geek, and they throw a chicken for the geek to eat. And this child falls over and hits his head and teeth in this block of wood, and then something snaps in his head, and 30 years later it's the 80s, and the geek is released from the mental hospital. It's the same kid, and now he's the fucking geek, and now his goal is to kill as many people as possible. This film is very fast-paced film, and it opens in the grocery store yard. The geek goes and fucking bites the grandma's throat off. I was like, wow, okay, now we're talking. It's an entertaining splatter movie from the year 1988, and as a matter of fact, I have never even heard about it. Incredibly so, but now I heard it and I have seen it, and I think I like it. And it was a short film, 80 minutes, and it didn't need it to be 1 minute longer, because it's like one of those, like one scene films. Like, this psycho guy enters the house, and the film is all about running away from him. Stuff happens, but it's constant action. There's no, they do not go to sleep in the between the scenes or stuff like. I don't know what I'm trying to get here, but you know what I'm talking about. It's a siege film, a one scene film, yeah. Revenge of the Nerds. Someone should flood Cinemassacre rental reviews chats with Willy production. No, don't go spamming in my name, please. You can mention it, but please don't spam anybody. Let me do the spamming. No, not seriously. Luther the Geek, definitely an excellent purchase. And, well, not my favorite, this slipcover, but it is passable. It's kind of like this very... these are these silver fangs in here. I can see what they did here. Because the geek has this, like a Jaws type, Richard Keel type of, like iron teeth. So it is passable. 27 watching. Show must go on. And next up is Beyond Evil, starring John Saxon and, wait a second, was it Linda J. George in this picture, and it is directed by Herb Fried. It's shot in the Philippines, and it's a horror film about this couple who arrived to the Philippines, and they go in this mansion to do something. The man goes to work, John Saxon that being. Rest his soul, he passed away a few, was it month back? I did a special in Video Talk, no, Video Space page. Yeah. But the mansion is of course haunted and some supernatural stuff happens, and let me tell you, this is one stupid boring film, and of course I also have the VHS tape of this Beyond Evil, but I don't remember ever watching the Beyond Evil VHS released in Finland by Video Express from Vaasa. But anywho, here is the Video Express tape Beyond Evil. I think it's pretty rare nowadays, but I wouldn't be paying hundreds of it. But this cover is much more entertaining than this Video Express cover, don't you think? Which one you like the best? I like this the best. And also the Blu-ray is very good quality. It's got very good picture, and this cover is especially awesome. Is it a Satan Adolf Hitler, or who is it? Looks like a bit like Hitler. Well, Beyond Evil, yeah, it was a boring, it's a miserable experience. Let me tell you, it got pretty much same elements and similar plot elements to the Mausoleum, which is, I believe, from the same year, or was it? No, this is from 1980 and this is from 1982. But similar events and elements, nevertheless, Mausoleum and Beyond Evil. But unfortunately, this is no entertainment trip, because this is boring as shit. Boring as it. And I think the final 5 minutes, something happens. But in the rest of the film, not too much. Emberton Thorpe. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Welcome. I will definitely insert this Beyond Evil shit to the shit pile. Definitely. Okay. So, as a special bonus gift, I got from my huge order from Vinegar Syndrome this kind of funny, like this kind of, I don't know which they are, these small slip covers, like matchboxes, and they are filled with these pins to put in your shirt. Orgy of the Dead, is it the Ed Wood film? I think so. And Uninvited, the Mutant Cat Within a Cat film. I like this film. I like this film a lot. I have to wear this Uninvited pin in my chest. Why wouldn't I put it immediately? Because Uninvited, it was a Graydon Clark film. No. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. No, I'm not gonna put it now, but later I shall. Great little extra. Thank you very much, Vinegar guys, if somebody happens to be listening. Is there anybody not from Finland in this chat? Please tell me if there is. The final Vinegar Syndrome box. Punk vacation, you punks. Okay, make my day, punk. Punk vacation, what a great title, what a great cover. This is, I don't know, I don't understand. Is this German VHS that they used as a base for this slipcover? And once again, this is a re-release. This is previously released. This is number 10. This is the oldest of my Vinegar Syndrome collection, and also this is a re-release, and I did not previously have, so as you can imagine, I was very glad that there was this re-release. But when I watch the film, I was not too glad anymore, because this film, considering the plot, which is about these punk rockers who go to countryside and they get in the fight with the bartender and they kill the bartender, and the bartender's daughter takes vengeance on this punk gang in the middle of wilderness. Now that might sound very awesome, very great, but this film is not too good. This is just boring. The cardinal sin of these bad films is they're boring. This is too talkative, and when there's action, it's nothing special. It's poor. And there's very little of it. That's my main complaint. I love poor action, but when there's very little of it, I don't like it. I don't like it. Fuck. But Punk Vacation is redeemed by its extra feature. In the DVD of this set, there is a bonus film from the same company that brought you Punk Vacation. Comes Nomad Riders. Nomad Riders. I have here the Finnish Transport VHS from the year, I don't know, 83 or 85 or something like that. White covered Transport Picture presents Nomad Riders. This is funny picture. This is a hell of a lot better film than the main attraction in this Blu-ray. And I do believe that this is a cut version, because Nomad Riders, which I watched it from this DVD, includes some scenes that definitely would have been cut out from this bullshit distributors VHS in the 80s. Yeah, Nomad Riders is about this weird, crazy bicycle gang who just goes around country killing people. It starts with this cop flying around with his miniature plane, and or was it a hand glider? Anyway, he's in the air and he is witnessing that this bicycle gang they arrive and throw a hand grenade in the tent that where his wife and child is, and the tent explodes, and then thus begins our killing spree of vengeance. This bicycle gang also visits a grandma's house, and they just fucking trash the place. These guys don't have any rhyme or reason of what they do. This is exactly the kind of action film, this poor quality action film that I sure enjoy. It's funny, it's action paced, and the action is bad. It's complete opposite to the Punk Vacation, because there is no action, no witty dialogue, no like fucking around, only boredness. But fortunately, these Nomad Riders saved the day, at least for me. And because of that, I will not put it in the shit pile, but if it would be a solo release of the Nomad Riders, I would definitely insert it to the excellent bin. But because it has the Punk Vacation release also has the Punk Vacation, therefore I put it only in the middle of the okay pile. But I don't think, I wouldn't hold my breath to wait if Nomad Riders comes in HD master on Blu-ray, because it was sourced from the only surviving like this 1-inch videotape, and I believe that this is the only one in existence. Okay, Arsi and the company, now I have a treat for you. Now this is an X-rated film from Abel Ferrara, and it's under the pseudonym of Jimmy Boy L, but is actually directed by Abel Ferrara. 9 Lives of a Wet Pussy, rated X. Definitely not a kids film, it's a hardcore pornography film starring Pauline Lemont, Dominique Santos, Tony Richard, Nicholas St. John, and also Abel Ferrara himself was in one part. I couldn't tell, was it the director's penis that got sucked? It could have been a body double, but who knows? Only Mr. Ferrara probably knows. But unfortunately, this was not too good film. Sorry, Airola. Yes, exactly, Airola. It's a horribly boring movie. Yeah, it was kind of artsy, hardcore film, and yeah, it was not too good. But more entertaining part of this release is the excellent cut up slipcover, which is cleverly placed X in the front of the cover. And for that, it is a keeper, but definitely I will enter it in the shit section. But and the X-rated scenes, they were not too interesting. It's kind of weird that you have all those movies, but no mention of porn industry. Real man showed their porno. Well, I did. I just did show you some porno. Oh yeah. Shot! A student film from 1973. It's a student film from Michigan University. Or where was it? I don't know. But to be perfectly honest, I was not expecting anything about this film, but when I saw it, it was pure gold, man. It kind of reminded me of the Beastie Boys Sabotage video, which is an excellent film. That it has the same atmosphere. This like a, it's very sympathetic film. You know, these guys, they're trying real hard to be these badasses, and clearly they are 20-year-old guys. And it's got violence, it's got bad action all over it. It's got some blood, and it's overly like funny film. It's cleverly directed and written, and also it works. It works being an action comedy. These guys, I don't know, have they made anything after it? Mitch Brown is the director, and well, I don't know about the actors too, but Mitch Brown is the director, and he definitely should have directed more action comedies, because this hits a spot. And also, what is funny about this film is like it's shot in the winterish, like Michigan. Like I do not. Everything looks so Russian, so damn Russian. So it's not your typical, you know, L.A. or Florida or New York setup. It's like this very dirty looking mining town that this supposedly all this organized crime is selling dope. But I don't think that these rednecks, they would not have enough customer in this redneck town. I don't know. It's a funny film. I totally enjoyed it, but I probably won't put it in the excellent section, but I probably will enter it in the middle of the road. A great looking cover that is, and also I believe these drawings are from the university screenings that they used to earn their money to make these films, to show people their films in the campus, and they they had these hand drawn posters to market their film. I love this. For being a movie maker myself, at least have been. So I kind of love this like do-it-yourself attitude. Always, it warms my heart. There was extra taking the shot an interview with director Mitch Brown and producer Nate Cohn. Audio interview. Very interesting stuff. This was a genuine surprise because I was not expecting too much. I was expecting more like this kind of artsy film, but fortunately Vinegar Syndrome focuses on this kind of B action horror genres, not like these artsy films. Wildys here would be a great in that cover. While you name Wildy Magnum. You guys are talking about Finnish erotic films. Okay, I don't see the connection, but please do, because I think there's nobody outside from the USA or in the foreign countries in this chat. This is kind of bummer. Or is there? And finally, we have the special treat. Everybody wants this. Rad, of course, fucking rad. It's a rad film, and it's an 4K Ultra HD. This is the second release from Vinegar Syndrome with 4K Ultra HD film, and the Blu-ray is locked to. Is not. It says that Blu-ray is locked to region A, but actually it is not. I don't know if it was the mistake when they pressed the discs or mistake in the cover, but definitely it's not locked in a region. Rad has this awesome 3D. I don't know if the effect goes to the home via via this web camera, but let me assure you that this is like a hologram. It looks like it's coming out of the damn box. It's definitely a rad slipcover, and definitely it's a rad release. Now, I'm not a fan of BMX cycling. I did not even know that this is a thing in the United States or in the Canada, but apparently it is. It was a real sport, or is it now a real sport? You know, like these guys driving around with their BMX bicycles and stuff like that. And this does not sound terribly interesting. And so I was not expecting too much from this film. Whoa! Unboxing in the London language. Welcome, beard guy, Parastasia. Yeah! I have here Rad in 4K Ultra HD, sirs. Yes, sir. And I watched it, and like I said, I was not expecting too much, but when I watched it, it's perfectly passable 80s, like a youth film. It's an interesting film, it's an entertaining film, and my god, what a great soundtrack. I did not even know that this Send Me an Angel Woo is from this movie. I did not even know. There's this great dance scene in the dance hall where these people go with the BMX bicycle dancing in the ground, and then the song plays. I was like, man, this is great, entertaining, great entertaining 80s fun action. No, not action in the sense of like gun shooting and no, there's nothing like that. But there's some BMX competition at the end, and also it's directed by Hal Needham, the guy who directed Smokey and the Bandit with Wood Reynolds also. And I have to say that he sure can shoot this kind of bicycling contest, you might say. And also it's cleverly directed. It's kind of tense scene, this competition scene at the end. And they built this kind of this thing comes with a lot of extras in it, and they built this kind of like 50-foot tall wall. And Hal Needham, who is a former stuntman, said that, well, I could do that with motorcycle, but I cannot do with BMX bike. So, but you guys can, right? Okay. Oi vitsi. Well, I'm glad you saw this, Parastasia. You need to order the Videosäkki page, so there I will put the latest announcement. I did not announce this in the Hikiset Leffanartit Facebook page because I think I'm already announcing too much. And I was kind of hoping that there would be some foreign dudes in this chat, but I don't think there is. Anyway, it's not a perfect film. It's not one of my favorites. It's not even close to be one of the best movies of the ages for me, but it was entertaining and I liked it a lot more than I expected. It's got great soundtrack, great cinematography, and good directing by Hal Needham. I definitely recommend it. And for the record, this was 12,000 copies was made, this Rad, and this sold out in a weekend. God damn it, this is definitely the highest selling Vinegar Syndrome item that they hit. I'm pretty sure about that. And it goes for in eBay for like $200, $200 or something like that. So I'm glad I took the bait, even though I was not too interested about this film. But I'm glad I took the bait and ordered this great optical lens slip-covered version, 4K UHD version. It looks great. I mean, it's not the best damn 4K UHD film I've ever seen. But considering the source material and the distributor, I don't think that Vinegar Syndrome has too much money to put in HDR and stuff like that. So considering all these things, this is probably the best version that there's ever gonna be from Rad. Period. Thanks Vinegar for these two. So, right. So that's my vinegar box. But I also, as a bonus, I also have this other box. And this I have not presented in Finnish language either. But as a bonus, I can go through this box also, because this has some great stuff. If you want to still watch me, I will do it. Ville, your pronunciation is actually surprisingly good. Well, why thank you. It might get me a while for getting started, but once I get started, then, well, I might not be the best pronouncing English talking person, but if I'm gonna do this more, I think I'm gonna get better and better doing this. It's pretty weird talking by myself in English. There's nobody else in the room. Well, yes, Jay the Cinemaniac. At the end, let's talk about coming up releases. Let's talk about these two. Next up, Video Talk will start streaming in Russian language. It would be reached out of more bigger audience. Do you mean something like that? Better English than Paasikivi in 52 Helsinki Olympics. Yeah, thank you. I also am a lot faster runner than en mä tiedä mistä mä puhun. Okay, the next box. Cannibal Apocalypse. Did I talk about this in Finnish? Well, Cannibal Apocalypse. Yes, I did talk about this in Finnish in John Saxon special. So, Cannibal Apocalypse is a Kino Lorber Region A locked. These guys always lock their Blu-rays in the Region A, which sucks. But Cannibal Apocalypse is, in my opinion, one of the best cannibal movies of that era, and is starring John Saxon as well, who was also in the Beyond the Evil film. But here, this is far superior film. It's entertaining, action, gore-packed action adventure film. Directed by Anthony M. Dawson, of course. It's an Italian movie from 1980, the hottest cannibal year that ever was. But it's a very unordinary cannibal film, but I think because of that it's the best. At least it's the most entertaining. Great release, great picture, and great set of extras, probably lifted from the previous UK DVD, which by the way is cut for like 4 seconds for animal cruelty. I will definitely put Cannibal Apocalypse in the awesome section. Yeah. But this I have never presented to you ever. Kill or Be Killed. The greatest Hollywood martial arts movie ever made, and god damn it, I don't. Well, it's not a Hollywood martial arts film. It's a South African martial arts film. Yeah, it's starring James Ryan, the karate champion of some part of the world, and also it was released in the golden VHS form and K20 K20 version, like not to be sold or hired under, sold or rented, not hired, for under people 20 of years of age. Damn you, kill or be killed. Damn it. Kill or be killed. Now this is a very, very excellent martial arts action adventure film. It's funny as hell, and I was laughing to myself that this is this James Bryan, who is this like a karate guy, and they have this thing that they wiggle their fingers and say. So I was kind of thinking to myself, I have to take that to my show, like. So now I'm doing it. Yeah, martial arts mayhem at its finest. It's although it's PG film, it's not bloody, but it's definitely a violent film, and it's got karate up the ass. Very much, very high concentration of karate scenes happens in this film. And there was this awesome scene when they go to the desert and they have this like they built this this I don't even know how to explain it. They built from car this kind of sailing ship in the desert. You're just gonna have to watch it, and I definitely recommend this film. And this is a good release from Scorpion Releasing. It's region free and no extras, but very good picture, and I doubt that this film is popular enough to be released again anytime soon. So grab this and enjoy it, and grab it with some friends and beer and enjoy it the hell out of it. You should do this English live totally wasted. Well, I'm drinking beer and getting I'm working on it. Now, here is an interesting release. American Rickshaw, Sergio Martino's film, and this is a completely new distributor, Cauldron Films, from the United States. This is their first release, and the second being some Italian movie that's this like pseudo cinema noir, like type of giallo film. But that I did not order this, but American Rickshaw I did order. And I wait a second. I just remembered that I have this also on VHS, American Tiger. This is the same damn picture. And yeah, it's released by Alpha Panorama Film Video, and it's a very small release. And most of you probably have ever heard of this, but this is the same damn picture. Now, is this picture any good? Well, for being it's a Sergio Martino film and starring also the American the Hands of Steel guy, the Daniel Green. So I was kind of expecting kind of this easygoing action-packed adventure film, but this is instead of this kind of supernatural thriller. It's not bad, but it's not, it's not too interesting or entertaining. Donald Pleasance plays Satan in this film, and in the he transforms into a pig. Yeah, that was the only like one of the more interesting scenes in this film. But I have to say that this lady actress in this film she's a lot of in this film a lot of times she's nude and very gorgeous girl. Is it this Victoria Prout? Could be. It's about this guy who runs this American rickshaw in Miami, and you know this rickshaw when it's like this carriage that you drive around with tourists and shit with this driving around. Yes, I am still in holiday Parastasia. Yes, and I have a Longero drink in my hand. You are doing great job. Well, thank you, Lasse Komu. Yes, thank you. Yes. Well, this guy drives around this rickshaw and he's get seduced by this prostitute lady, and they go on a boat and the lady wants to fuck him, but he kind of figures out that something fishy is going on, and then he finds out that this one dude is shooting a video film from this two-way mirror, and then he kicks the shit out of that guy and escapes the boat, and then the crazy shit starts to happen. There's this one weird Chinese cat lady who like is like a force of good, and then there's this kind of Donald Pleasence guy who is the Satan. He's like this TV preacher, and then it's kind of like this film noir thing when this guy is running away from the cops and tries to solve the case, and what the hell is going on, with some supernatural elements to it. Well, like I said, it's not bad, but not terribly interesting, and not bad enough to be, like a classic film. But I have to say that this cover is very good, great looking, and very tempting, and much better than this cover. It's not too bad, this either. And this is also this kind of original cover or something like that. And yeah, it's the similar cover. For this Cauldron, welcome to the game, Cauldron. We salute you. It's a great release, even though I did not terribly like the film, but it's a great release. Good extras and interviews with the director Sergio Martio, and also commentary with Sam Dagan and Kat Ellinger. I did not listen to that commentary. I usually listen to commentary when I'm working at home. I listen if I even on evening watch the film, then I will listen to commentary the next day as I'm working. But I don't think I listened to it, so I cannot comment on it. And this has the extras, this new location footage, like this going around on locations. This is one type of extra that I will never watch. I hardly ever watch, because I don't find that terribly interesting, but because most of the times you just can even tell that this is the same place. But this time I watched it, and my point exactly. I couldn't tell that if this is the same place or not, and I don't care. But American Rickshaw was a great release. Thank you very much, Cauldron, and hopefully you get more. What about Hands of Steel as this great about this slipcover? It's not as good as Vinegar Syndrome Archives, but it's good enough. I also almost forgot that I already have Hands of Steel on Blu-ray, so don't bother yourself with that. I hate when companies double dip, because why don't you like take Sergio Martino's film, like I'm sure there's other Sergio. Okay, what I mean to say that I'm very glad that they took this American Rickshaw, pretty obscure film from Sergio Martino's filmography. I'm very glad that they took this and not some sort of double dip of Hands of Steel or stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to say. So thank you once again. Freakaside, welcome to the house. No, hiljaisuuden ääni, it's not region A, it's region 3. It's ABC region. Are you still on holiday, by the way? On holiday the week after next? I think so. Yeah. How could I forget? This is the best part of the film. The film is starring this Olympic, this athlete, and his name is Mitch Gaylord. Yeah, that guy was Mitch Gaylord, if I remember right. He was famous American gymnast, and he's the guy in Gym Gata. Exactly right. How could I forget it? Mitch Gaylord, the guy from fucking Gym Gata, is playing the lead role in here. Unfortunately, he does not do too much of his gym tricks in here, and goddammit, Cauldron release Gym Gata on Blu-ray. License it from Warner Bros. Please go that. Mitch Gaylord needs to be on HD on Gym Gata, because Gym Gata is fucking awesome. It's fucking best. It's damn good film. Fucking yeah. Fucking yeah. Twilight's Last Gleaming. What a dramatic name. It's like this Cold War nuclear threat film, but it's a film about nuclear terrorism. This is this kind of US commander who goes rogue and hijacks the nuclear silo, this missile base. And then he extorts the president to give him $10 million and like a revelation of the sins that United States made during the Vietnam War. That is what this film about, and it is directed by Robert Aldrich, who is a classic director, and well, it was a good film, but not maybe my favorites. But it was had some clever use of this split screen action. But I think it was most of the time it was kind of gimmicky, considering the film part, and it was too long in my. I always compare film to be too long, but I don't I don't complain if there's a reason for it. But in my opinion, even if they shouldn't have been even cutting away scenes, just to like trim the scenes. Like, don't show a guy standing and walking slowly to the desk. You don't have to show it. I don't know, is this some sort of style choose or what? But I think it could have been trimmed to 2 hours. But I'm not complaining. It was by no means a bad film. It was an interesting film. It was a good film, better than average film. But I bought this because of my upcoming nuclear war live broadcast. I will do it on Video Space. It's the first history broadcast I will do. History Part 1, Videosaki presents Great Power Relationships and Nuclear War. And god damn it, I'm well prepared on that one. But this was one of those that I have not previously seen, and I am very glad I've seen it now. And I will put it in the OK section. Hey, what the hell? Red belongs to... This belongs to... OK section, and red belongs to excellent section, and this belongs to good section also. Yeah. Oh. Good, I will come to visit then with couple of pieces. You mean right now? No, not right now. Konga. Now that's a great cover if I ever saw one. Don't you agree? Konga. Kino Lorber release, and in the Kino Lorber style it is locked in region A. But Konga is a British film from 1961 and it is made in UK, and also it's a science fiction film about this scientist who develops this kind of serum that makes the living things grow up in a highly faster rate. And he injects this serum to his pet monkey and he turns into a gorilla. Yeah. I think it was chimpanzee at the first, but when he injects the serum, it turns into a gorilla and a man in a gorilla suit. And then the gorilla suit man grows up to be this gorilla suit man in a model city. You know, like this small. It turns like a size of house. Now that's a Konga for you, but this might sound very entertaining, but not too entertaining, because for being a British film, it's very talkative, very talk heavy film, and the Konga is giant Konga, only at least in the like 5 minutes at the end, and before that it's in the man in the gorilla suit, and it's funny as it is, but I would have hoped a little bit more, but this cover is very excellent. I like that there is nothing else text in this cover, only Konga. Sounds very good, and it's a quality work release. There's no extras, but the picture quality is pretty good, very good, and also I do enjoy this Kino Lorber releases for being they keep consistent sideways, these side covers, so these look very great in the film shelf, don't you think? Wouldn't you agree? I will put Konga in the OK section. Fuck. Yes. Are you still with me? 37 watching. This is a great success, this chat. I was hoping to get 30 views, but 37. That's a damn good success. The Land Unknown, once again, Kino Lorber release and locked to A region, and yes, it's probably the licensing issue. They just are too lazy to get their license. But for instance, this is licensed from Universal. They probably demand that their discs are locked in the A region, which is the United States region. This about the same thing as for the release goes for this Land Unknown. It's got commentary by film historians Tom Weaver and David Schrader, but no other extras in this film. But this is black and white film, and it's more like this jungle adventure. It's made in 1957, and it's a story about this journalist woman who goes on an expedition to Antarctica, and what do you know? In the middle of Antarctica, there is this weird fog area that when you land there, it's like a middle of the jungle. And this film has probably the most funniest dinosaur effect in the whole world. I don't think you can see it very clearly here, but check it out in the YouTube. There's probably a clip from that. It's a man in the suit, clearly a man in the suit. Look it up. The Land Unknown dinosaur scene. You're probably gonna find it. And as for the Konga cover, I again like this film. there's nothing else. This is the old film poster, The Land Unknown. No credits, no nothing, just no taglines, no nothing, just picture and the name. I like it. And Kino Lorber release is whatever it is a Kino Lorber release. So the shoulder, not the spine cover. The spine is black and white, which I love. But I will insert the Land Unknown also in the OK section. I have to move a bit. I will move this to the lower sections of the screen. Few more. 37 and rising. Oh yeah. Share this link. Ask your friends. I'm glad that I have so many Finnish supporters. Billy the Kid versus Dracula. Kino Lorberia once again. Region A locked from year 66 and starring John Carradine as the Dracula. Holy shit. William Boudin has directed this trash classic, and in money, I remember reading first about this film from the Nalle Virolainen Trash Movies book, but this is the first time I actually seen the film. And I watched it, and oh boy. Well, it's a funny idea and funny concept, but the execution is every scene where John Carradine, John Carradine, every scene where John Carradine is not in is like watching like 50s, 60s, this poor quality American Western TV show. And for being that matter of things, so it really does not help you to keep you invested in this film. The Dracula scenes are funny. And the final 2 minutes of the film, they were very funny. I will not spoil it for you, but it was just so hilarious. I will not spoil it for you, but every scene where John Carradine is and Dracula effects are on, they're awesome. But unfortunately, this film does not have enough of it. It focuses on this Chuck Courtney played guy, this like goody good two shoes, like this Western hero, and the dispute for with the bad guys of the region, something like that. And it's only 73 minutes long, so that is definitely a plus in my book. But it kind of felt a little bit longer. But it's an easy watch. And the cover, once again, is very, very good. Very good here. But I'm trying real hard not to be putting it in the shit section, but no, you into the shit section you go. Head first. Fuck it. Why can't they do movies like Billy the Kid versus Dracula? Every movie is a reboot or overly calculated. There needs to be more movies that take a chance in the story and overall idea. I fucking definitely agree on that with you, Freakazoid85. Bye bye RC, see you around. 40 people watching! 40 people watching, yeah. Hey, hello everybody. If you haven't hit that sweet old subscribe button, well, please do so. And remember to also hit that alert button so you get notified when I'm on live again in English or when there's a new review coming out. I am currently working on Metal Storm, the destruction of Jared Sin in 3D review, so that you can expect that the next week. Finally, we have this final film, Culloden, the War Game. Oh, actually it's 2 films, Culloden and the War Game. Culloden was a bonus film, but I bought this for the war game film. It's a nuclear war film, and it's the most disturbing nuclear war film after Threads. Let me tell you. This was banned for 20 years from the BBC. They refused to air it because it was so shocking, and definitely it is very shocking, and this is a fucking great release. And it has a book in the Blu-ray that describes the cutscenes of the film, and my god, they are also rough stuff. Do you have invasion of big spiders? I don't know. What is that invasion of big spiders? Has Willy seen Colobos? I have not seen Colobos, but Culloden, that it's a document. These both are document films, and Culloden is a document about this civil war in England that took place in 17th century of stuff. It kind of criticizes that it was completely unnecessary and very bloody battle. It was a battle because of all these kind of selfish people that they just wouldn't give in. They were drunk people, incompetent people, annoying people, and because that thousands of people got killed. So this director Pete Watkins is clearly a pacifist and not a warmongering type, and definitely the war game is his masterpiece. I also have from the US disc on the US disc from I don't remember, but I also have this Punishment Park from Pete Watkins, and that is also a very good film. Very controversial documentary film director, and this is very disturbing film, this war game, and also the Culloden. I was surprised that it was so good. I will talk to you more about this in the history broadcast. History part 1. Great power relationships and nuclear war. This is definitely in the list. Yeah. I will definitely put it in the excellent section. Yeah. So, that was all. That's all. God damn it. What? I have been talking about 2 hours already. 2 fucking hours. 2 hours and 22 minutes. How the hell did that happen? I don't even know. I was like thinking that it's good if I can talk hour. But hell to hell with that. So upcoming DVDs. I ordered the Friday the 13th Shout Factory box. I will definitely unbox it and tell all about it in this type of live broadcast somewhere around Halloween. And also the lineup for Vinegar Syndrome the next month and this month is awesome. I will fucking definitely order everything on that list. Let's take a look. Vinegar Syndrome. So in the September package we have Memory Valley Massacre, unknown film to me, and also we have the Labradores de Tumbas. It's kind of Spanish horror or Mexican horror. I'm interested. And Zombie 5 Killing Birds. Yeah, I love it. And also Vinegar Syndrome archive release Spellcaster. That is a definite purchase. And is that Aquaril sometimes Aunt Martha does dreadful things. I probably gonna have to do that too. And also, what was the hardcore film of the? Wasn't there a hardcore film somewhere around that? I don't know. Is it that's really so that September package does not include any hardcore film? Huh? Okay. Well, August package, I have not ordered that. Also, it includes the color, and Pandemonium and Indecent Exposure. Now that's a hardcore film if I ever saw one. So everything on that list will definitely be in the I will definitely order these things. Yes, and also other releases. There's this Yorodovsky box from Arrow Video, and also there's this Gamera box coming from Arrow Video as well. I will probably, at least the Gamera box, I will definitely order that too. Airola says Labradores de Dumpas is okay. I have a double feature DVD with that and Cementerio del Terrore or something like that. I recall that was better than Ladrores, but couldn't be. It was other way around. Well, I guess we just gonna have to find that out too. Sometimes Aunt La 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 does terrible things. Looks like a John Waters film. Exactly right. And Hiljasonen also says Punishment Park is great. I definitely agree with you on that too. Okay. Maybe it's time to quit for me. 2.5 hours. I would never expected this people to be that long. I will definitely thank you everybody who has been with me with this spectacular. Camera box is out of stock so fast. Well, I think it's Arrow Video, so I don't think it's gonna be too fast out of stock. But you never know. So, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do so and hit that bell button also. So I will most likely be doing this English thing like once in a month, most likely. But this is a good start, and I thank you, my beautiful audience, for being there and supporting me. And you're just gonna have to start for somewhere, and for me it was this thing. So thanks for being with me here tonight, and talk to you soon, very soon. 1 hour is a regular sissies, 2 hours, and beyond that is video talk masters. Yeah, Airola knows that. Thanks for the live. No, thanks you too. See you.